Yo, sister flicks. You don't know them if you watch it flicks. Yo, English going on. From Jamaica straight to English. Yo, me I tell them, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I know, guys. I know you guys are screaming at me through your devices and shit. Talking about la 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 la, this and that. At least I'm still here. At least you're still here. At least you have a device to scream at me through. Unfortunately, I can't hear you, so you're just wasting your time. However, thank you for still tuning in and still rocking with me. You don't know I got even more content now because you don't know I'm a traveler and I'm ever outside. So, but before we get into that, here is the next part, Sister Flicks in New York. I know it has been a little bit long-winded, but listen, good things comes to those who wait, innit? So guys, we're currently on our way to breakfast. We're on our way to breakfast, so let's go and check out the restaurant. So for breakfast, I'm starting with cereal. We got waffles, eggs, potato, chicken sausage, bagels, green cheese, soya milk. Now, to be honest, you know, we didn't really eat much at the hotel. It was literally just breakfast because obviously we wanted to explore, you know, what New York really had to offer. But you know, that was just like a little insight to how I started my day, you know, what I was working with. It was just standard really, innit? However, that's not the reason why you're here right now. The real reason is that day we did a little shopping on Saks Fifth Avenue, you know, and we did a little sightseeing, went to Grand Central Park. You know, I must say that, you know, Grand Central Park, it is so big. Like, it's hard to try and get around it. You know, it's better to, you know, there was guys outside the main entrance offering to take us round, you know, on a horse and carriage, just to show you how big the park is. You know, the park is home to like movies like Enchanted, When Harry Met Sally, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Ghostbuster, Alf, Home Alone, Big Daddy, Made in Manhattan. That park gave us some movie greats. You feel me? So it was only right that we had to visit the park, even if we didn't visit all of it. We went as far as we could, and then we left. You know, because we was traveling in like, how many were there of us? There was about 6 of us, right? So yellow cabs, Ubers. It was hard to find cabs that would take all 6 of us at the same time. You know. Okay guys, so currently I'm on Fifth Avenue, so you know where they do Saks, Macy's and all of that. I'm outside Hublot with the family, and obviously we got Van Cleef, Tiffany's and Kohl's. We got Louis Vuitton down there, we got Dior, all of that. So you know, listen, I'm so pissed. I was filming from the outside because literally every one of the boutique stores that I went into, hear me, stores. In the UK, we say shops. In the USA, it's stores. So every store that I went into, they're telling me about, oh, no cinematography, no cameras, no nothing in the shops, blah 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 blah, yada la 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 la. So I'm saying, all right, cool. I tried to take one sneaky photo and that, and like got caught. But anyway, it was a blast. If I could show you like through my eyes, it was great. It really was. New York really does have like potential and it has character. I will say that. Oh, hang on. Here goes the Trump Tower. Here goes the Trump Tower. If you remember in Home Alone, there was the Trump Tower. That's the only reason why I'm shouting it out. But yeah, oh my gosh. Can I say Gucci and Dolce & Gabbana had literally the best store just the way they had everything laid out. As you can see here, I was starting to film, the belts, the shoes, the bags, the coats, everything. But then it just got locked off. Everything got locked off because the security guard was like, yo, you need to stop filming because it's not allowed or you're going to have to get out. So, yeah, because, listen, I would have been all up in that, but unfortunately, these things happen. They're very bougie about their store. But yeah, Dolce & Gabbana, oh my gosh, they had like the antiques in there. It was like nothing I had ever seen before anyway. So, and I'm hot on the designers. So yes, people, if you've ever been to New York before, tell me what you think. What was your experience? When did you last go? What did you do? For me, I feel like New York has a lot of potential. On TV, they kind of sell you like a dream because a lot of the places that, you're supposed to easily recognize, like, for example, when we did the city bus tour and then the lady through the headset was saying, oh, this is Empire State Building. In the King Kong movie, Empire State Building was black. In real life, the Empire State Building is brown with a little bit of red. So it just kind of, it's exciting. But then when you get there, you're like, oh, okay, this is not like how I really pictured it. But I guess, obviously, when you're making movies, you got to have special effects and special designs and make it seem like, all that much more attractive. I guess it's like a filter on TV. You get what I'm saying? New York has on a filter. One thing I will say though is the food was good. I love Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry to all the Popeyes fans, but I am a Chick-fil-A girl. I'm putting down my stamp. Chick-fil-A with their waffle fries. Girl, all you needed with that is some wine, honey. With the waffle fries, oh my goodness. I had to grab myself. Literally, I had to grab. But yes, the food was amazing. And you know what else I tried? It's a Philly cheesesteak. Even though we're not in Philadelphia, I had to try on those, there was to-go vans. The street food. I wouldn't say to-go vans. To-go fans. So yeah, guys, like I will say that New York or America in general, everything's bigger as such, even down to the cars. Everything's mainly like SUV kind of types. Like in Europe we have like the German whips and all that, so we have like the low cars and that. But in America it's mainly like SUV trucks and whatever else. You're just thinking, oh my goodness, everything's just large. Put it that way. It's just large. If it's not large, then you gotta go home. They don't believe in like, tiny stuff when it comes to food, cars, everything. So yeah, I will say that the people, very nice, very friendly. I did meet a couple of people when we was on our walk. A couple of people shopping, met a few people on Instagram, took their details, etc., etc., la, 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 la. But yeah, it was really good. We did have a really fantastic experience. You don't know, we passed the Apple store. We didn't actually go in because none of us wanted a new iPhone. And yes, this here shows us back at Grand Central Park. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, we couldn't escape it. Everywhere we turned left, there was Peace in the Park. We turned right, there's Peace in the Park. We looked up, we saw Peace in the tree hanging over the park. It was like, oh my goodness, you can't even get away from it at no point in time. I'm even tired just thinking about it. Like, literally, we couldn't get away from the park. But yeah, it was a nice experience. They also got like their own zoo in the park, bruh. Like, it's a public park, but they've got a private zoo. Like, make it make sense, because we don't actually have one of those in the UK. If we do, please to let me know, because I don't think we do. A public park with a private zoo on the property. If we do have one, please let me know. Okay? But yeah, guys, can you tell me like where else y'all been? You know, if you've been anywhere that's kind of similar to New York, or what's your personal feelings on New York? Do you have any questions about New York? I'll be able to answer them live and direct, you know. I've also got some footage, but I'm not going to put it on here because you don't know, as well as you got the supporters, you also got the stalkers as well that just watch out my business and don't even say shit, but they're just watching me all the time. And I have no idea why. Anywho, you don't know we had to go into Macy's. Like, who goes to New York and doesn't go into Macy's? Like, make it make sense. And because as well, we wasn't done like sneaker shopping by that time of the day. Even though we had went into plenty stores, we still didn't get what we were looking for. Like me in particular, I really wanted a new pair of like New York Timberland boots, because I feel like Timberland boots is a great representation of New York. Like everyone needs to have a pair, you know. So, but every store, I nearly said shop then. Every store that I went into, they literally had the same thing as the UK, and the prices were more. Do you get what I'm saying? And I just thought to myself, you know what? Just because it's from New York, I'm not even going to play myself. I'm not even going to let them try play me or let me play myself right now. When I could just go to Shoe in town, in Birmingham Grand Central, right? Birmingham Bullring, right? And get myself a pair of those Timmy Tims for £120. And now in New York, just because it's New York, you're selling me those Tims for $200. And the very basic, I was expecting to see some chinchilla fur on the Tims, or some, I don't know, some puppy fur, or some croc skin on the Tims, something unusual, or some cheetah skin, you know, with the cheetah pattern on the tongue of the shoe. Oh my goodness. I really should be a designer. But you know what? I was very happy with the shopping experience in general, because it just allowed me to see that sometimes you just got to appreciate what you got. I know I always say, I'm one of those people that always say, oh, you know what? Town, it's so disgusting. I hate town. You know, I hate Birmingham, like the shopping experience as such. But you know what? It's actually better. And I can't believe I'm saying this, people. Birmingham Bullring, right? Or just Birmingham in general, shopping is better. Yeah, it's better.